Okay, this videotape is for changing out the rod linkage for the pointer on a DS-20 machine. We're going to first start with the quadrant assembly down here, which is normally going to be bolted to the side of the base here with 2 bolts currently on the edge of the brackets. You take the 2 bolts loose, this whole quadrant will then become loose and drop down. Underneath the other side of the machine you have the pivot pin under here, and you've got another bracket under there with a single bolt up the center of the shaft. You're going to take that single bolt loose and drop this end of the bracket assembly down. Then Tony here is going to show you how to rotate this whole assembly on this other end and slide it through. You want to slide that
through?
After
you got everything out, okay, you can rotate this quadrant, and you have to turn it at a little angle to get it through the hole, but it'll go, and everything should slide right out.
Okay, and the rod we're going to take loose here is the one that Tony's got a hold of here. It's this longer rod right here. We're going to take it loose on both ends. There's going to be some spring clips.
There's going to be these spring clips.
Spring clips, just little, cheap spring clips. You got new ones provided for you.
One there, and one down on the bottom of this.
Okay. Take both those spring clips off.
Yep. Pop them off.
Take the rod off.
And everything will slide off. And there's the rod, free.
Okay, exchange the old rod for the new rod.
Yep.
And put the spring clips back on.
Assemble it the same way you took it off.
And do a reverse assembly, yep. And you should be good to go. That's for changing out the rod. After this, you may have to do some minor adjustment with the pointer in relationship to the degree of angle that the blade is currently sitting at on the saw. But you'll have to readjust the pointer itself. There's a set screw in there, and just have it lined back up to the 0 point with the blade square. You should be good to go. Okay, the next step here is we believe that this pivot pin needs a little bit of a modification to it on where it is being held by a set screw. The set screw is actually in this pivot weldment, this big casting down in this small hole down in here. Tony's going to pick up this head. Okay, so if you raise the head up on your machine, slightly raise the head up and swing it over, it's gonna allow access to this hole, and you're gonna be able to drill. What we're gonna do here in the next step is you're gonna drill that dimple in the pivot shaft just a little bit deeper. Okay. Put that back. What you're gonna do is go down inside that hole with a 6mm wrench. Remove the set screw. First off, see if you can tighten it up some more. If you can't, remove the set screw. And of course that hole then is going to be actually over in this angle. You're then going to take that we're supplying for you. You're going to go down inside the threads very carefully, and you're going to drill that point or that divot in the shaft a little bit deeper. Gives a little bit more bite for the set screw. We're also supplying you a new set screw. It's a longer set screw than what you're going to take out. Also, if required, we're sending you a long tap. You may have to grind down the end of the tap just so that if you can't clean up the threads all the way to the bottom. What we need to do is make sure that set screw is fully set into the dimple on that shaft good and tight. One of these items is causing this head to move without the pointer. We obviously got a little bit of a looseness someplace between the shaft and this large casting. Someplace in there we got some movement. And the only thing holding those two things together is this set screw, which is down inside the hole. Okay?